Welcome to a quick tutorial video on the automatic update tool. If you haven't already done so, go to www.soft-updates.com and download the installer. Install it to your computer. Alright, if you need help using the API client, go ahead and go to our website. There will be links to this API documentation. It'll have everything you need to use on the updater, the update info, the updater GUI, so you can just go ahead and tie up the updater. We'll also have a video on how to tie all that stuff up. Just throwing it out there, the progress bar we use, you can also use in your projects, as well as the web clients that we use that we've created, the FTP client and the HTTP client. Excuse me, HTTP client. Which, if you go into the documentation, also has some code examples on how to download files, etc. Even with tying up events for progress. Again, we'll have videos on all that. Alright, now that you've downloaded your automatic update tool and you've gone ahead and integrated it into your project, go ahead and load this up. So we're just going to go ahead and quickly type in some content here. We're going to actually create an installer for a Nintendo emulator. It's not our intellectual property, nor our games, ROMs, code, anything like that. This is just a demo on how to use our update and installer on your own stuff. So basically, you just run through the steps, changing the product info, entering in a changelog if you want. Select where all the files are resided that you wish to install on your client's machines, and then select your app's executable entry point, which is the app you want to create or start up when people click on your shortcuts, where you want the initial install directory, whether you wish to save a local copy of the installer for your own testing purposes or distribution. I'm going to save that to the desktop. There you see it made a blank file. Also, if you try to create one, it's going to ask if you wish to replace it. It already exists. Yes, and it's going to go ahead and blank it out if it can. That'll give you a good indication. Alright, so then we're going to create a file association, and that's new in this new version. Here you see this file association dialog box. So for this example, for the Nintendo emulator, which uses the .NES file extension for its ROMs, we're just going to go ahead and create a file extension association for that, so that way it'll be easily identifiable and you can just double click a Nintendo game and load up the thing. So there, we're going to go ahead and click add, and then it's going to go ahead and add this file association to the installer, so when you install it, now let's go ahead and create an installer. This is the new design window. If you'd like it as is, you can just go ahead and X out or hit save. We're just going to go ahead and run through this really quick. Sorry for the crudity. We're just trying to make this quick as possible. But here you can add images, change the look and feel of everything. There, that looks about right. So this is what your installer is going to look like. You can also save this if you wish. That way in the future, you could use this same theme on other projects as well. Or you could just save the whole project like this, which we're going to do right now. Save this profile. I'm going to save this one as Mario. And then next time I load up the Mario theme, it's going to have all of the information, the product info, the changelog, as well as the design info. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and click Next. Enter in your API key that is provided by www.softupdates.com. As in this link, if you do not already have your API key, go ahead and click on this link or go to www.soft-updates.com. Alright, if you wish to include a URL, which in this case, we're just going to tell it to go to Nintendo.com, which seems fitting as it is their intellectual property. Well, at least most of it is. Any end user license agreement you wish to add, and then you just simply click Publish. Now it's going to go ahead and compress all the files and create the installer. Now, and in this example, there's a ton of files, so it's going to take it a minute. We did this on purpose just to show off the features. Okay, it's making the installer after it compressed all those files. This part will take a minute depending on how many files or how big your project's going to be. During testing and development, as in this example, we've created files that were quite large. This one's only going to be a couple hundred megabytes, but we've created ones that were gigabytes just to test. So now it's going to upload it. And again, this example is 219 megabytes, which isn't that bad. If we go to the source files and check how big that is 450 megabytes. So this compressed it to almost half using the underlying gzip technology. Okay, almost done. All finished. All right. Getting exciting now. So now if we check out this brand new Nintendo setup file that we've just created, it's going to take a second. Okay, because it's a 200 meg file, I'm sure the UAC wanted to check it out. But this is our newly created installer for the NES Setup Wizard, as seen in the previous install tool. So it gives the users an option to select the terms that you've put in your end user license agreement text box. You click Next. It gives them their options to install the shortcuts, and now it's also going to install the file associations. So now anytime someone clicks on a Nintendo file, go ahead and it's going to go ahead and run that for them. Okay, it's almost done. And as you can see, once it's done creating the file associations, if you click the release notes, it's going to show what you've typed in. If you click go to the website, in this example, it's going to go to Nintendo of America. And if you hit close with this checkbox on, it's going to launch the app when you exit. So I'm just going to go ahead and, here it goes, loading up Nintendo of America. Hit close, and then of course it's going to load that up. And now that we've added the file extensions, we can also go to, if you've got your own ROMs, for example, you can actually just click on that. Oh, and here it's already loaded. So now we can just, select any game and then just click on it, and then it, poof, should just open up because it has the file extension. So there you have it, the automatic update tool. Again, www.softupdates.com.